Shout out to Sherry's Berries for sponsoring this update. You got a loved one with a sweet tooth? Well, satisfy it with the gift of Sherry's Berries. Get a dozen berries dipped in white, milk, and dark chocolatey goodness starting at $19.99 plus shipping. To make an order and ditch the gift shopping stress, just visit berries.com, click the microphone in the top right corner, and enter code THENOTE to find our deal. Welcome to The Note, I'm Mica. In a year filled with milestones for Nintendo, they just keep on coming. Famitsu reports that Super Mario Odyssey just surpassed 1 million sales in Japan, which actually makes it the fastest-selling 3D Mario title there yet. The previous best-selling 3D Mario over the game's first 8 weeks in Japan was Super Mario 3D Land back in 2011. In addition to that, Famitsu also writes that the Nintendo Switch is just about to hit 3 million units total in Japan as well, sitting at 2.98 million consoles sold. So if you're wondering how that compares to the other consoles in the country, the Wii U has sold 3.3 million in total in Japan, and the PS4 has sold 5.7 million. So yeah, not too bad for Nintendo on its home turf. They are barely making it in before the end of the year like they promised, but PlayerUnknown's Battleground is finally leaving early access tonight. Everyone give them a round of applause. Bluehole tweeted out the plans for the game's transition to the 1.0 build. Servers will go offline for 5 hours of maintenance tonight before PUBG is reborn with a new map and vaulting at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This will cap off a truly unprecedented year for an early access title. PUBG has officially passed more than 25 million owners on PC in just 9 months with no signs of stopping. Bluehole also said they'll be sharing plans for after 1.0 in the coming days. After some NPD reports last week that Call of Duty World War II was pulling some bonkers numbers, Activision has hopped on the hype train with a new press release to confirm. The company said in a statement that Call of Duty is the #1 top grossing console game of 2017, and interestingly enough, Destiny is #2. Now, it's important to note they're saying top grossing rather than best selling, meaning that the games plus microtransactions are making way more money than any other games released this calendar year. In fact, Call of Duty has made them $1 billion this year alone. On top of that, the company also finally said that Destiny 2 has sold more than Destiny 1, meaning they were probably waiting on those PC sales to make any announcements about that. And its PC launch was the biggest Activision PC launch of all time. Oh, and to finish all of those numbers off, they also revealed that Crash Bandicoot was the top-selling PS4 remastered collection of all time, which is a very specific stat to brag about. However, it is in the top 10 highest selling PS4 games of the year in terms of units, so congrats Activision, you raked in a fuck ton of money. In addition to bragging on itself about Destiny 2 and Call of Duty World War II sales numbers, Activision also announced details for the upcoming Call of Duty World War II DLC titled Resistance. The DLC will include 3 multiplayer maps, 1 new war mode map, and some new content for the Nazi Zombies mode. Of the 3 new multiplayer maps, Occupation is a remake of the Modern Warfare 3 map Resistance. Anthropoid is a sniper's paradise, and Valkyrie is a medium-sized map where you battle over mounted machine guns. Sounds fun. The new war mode map, Operation Intercept, features a fight over a train transporting resistance fighters, and The Darkest Shore is a new zombie mode chapter that continues the story of the game's survivors. Resistance drops first for PS4 players on January 30th, and the Xbox One and PC versions haven't given a date just yet, but you know we will keep you updated. A popular mod site is about to start paying its creators. Early next year, Nexus Mods will start paying mod makers using a donation point system. Each month, the site will add a specific amount of money, which is expected to be around $5,000 to $10,000 a month, to a pool, and then they'll divide it up among the creators based on how many times their mod has been downloaded. In a statement, the site's owner Robin Scott said, "Let me cut to the chase and clarify right now that this system definitely isn't going to let any mod author quit their day job. However, it should fulfill that original wish many mod authors expressed for years now of wanting at least a little something tangible back from their modding hobby, even if it's just some recognition and a couple of free coffees/beers each month to keep them topped up while they're working on their mods." It sounds like a cool idea. There have been a number of attempts in the past to pay modders, so we'll see how this one goes, and go enjoy some beers, you cool modding dudes. We've got more issues with DENUVO to report. Yay! Apparently, due to some server issues, PC gamers weren't able to play their copies of Batman Arkham Knight and Mad Max for a couple of days now. As of now, it looks like the games are working, but some people think it's due to issues with the technology and the anti-piracy software, which wouldn't be a complete shock. DENUVO has definitely caused issues for legit users in the past, like forcing Sonic Mania to be played online, for example. Some publishers have started moving away from the software completely, including Bethesda, so we'll see if this prompts more to do the same. In some really exciting news for me specifically, it looks like the world of Final Fantasy has come to Assassin's Creed Origins, and we're going to spoil it a little bit, so earmuffs if you don't want anything ruined. The game's latest update has a new quest which involves you exploring a pyramid, and Arden, the bad, horrible, awful antagonist from Final Fantasy 15, makes an appearance, as well as Bahamut, so that's normal. Oh, and once you complete the quest, you get a legendary shield, a sword, and a mount, which is, you guessed it, a chocobo, which sounds pretty cool. It's definitely some worlds colliding, but if you've ever wanted to ride a chocobo in an Assassin's Creed game, now's your chance. Don't know if that was a specific wish that some of you out there had, but you know what? You're welcome. Twitch is starting its own game show where streamers can compete for big bucks, and it's called Stream On, and the idea is to help up-and-coming streamers who might need a boost in their careers. Those competing will face off in a variety of streaming challenges, whatever those are, and they'll be evaluated by a panel of judges. Viewers can also help decide who advances and who gets eliminated. The winner gets a grand prize of $5,000 a month for a year to help advance their channel. Well, hot damn, that's a hefty prize. The show is apparently going to start in March, and Twitch is accepting submissions now, although, again, you have to be a partner level to be eligible. After its successful Kickstarter campaign back in May, it looks like one of the internet's most hated and loved games is finally getting its own board game. That's right, it's Deadly Premonition, the board game, is dropping next month, because that's something we all needed. Rising Star Games announced today that it'll be hitting it next month in select retail stores, and hey, it'll even come with the key for the video game, if for some reason you want to buy it without ever having played the game in the first place. Well, each game supposedly takes about 30 to 45 minutes to play and involves every player investigating 6 potential suspects before the Raincoat Killer strikes again. That already sounds much more coherent than anything that happened in the original game. Seriously, have you guys ever played it? It's... what the fuck? You can pick up Deadly Premonition, the board game, on January 31st if you are so inclined. I hate this. Are you ready for Harambe Kong? Yes, there's now an actual video game based on the gorilla who was shot and killed in the Cincinnati Zoo last year after a toddler fell into his enclosure. You can only play it in one place though, at an arcade bar in Boise, Idaho. In the game, you play as Harambe, and the goal is to run, jump, and catch food, but if you touch a kid, you get shot by a zookeeper. It was designed by programmer Tyler Sailing, who said that he's not trying to offend anyone, but you know, he's not a big fan of zoos. Clearly. He's hoping to bring it to an app and possibly the Xbox stores too, so you know, you too can play as Harambe. I can't believe, this is the most 2017 thing I've ever read in my life. All right, that's the news we have for you today. For more news from all the Harambe-filled corners of the internet, like this video, and if you're new around here, subscribe to the know. Thanks to Sherry's Berries for sponsoring this update. There's only a few days left until Christmas, so why not treat your loved ones to something sweet? Give the gift of dipped strawberries that will satisfy any sweet tooth. Sherry's Berries offers a dozen berries dipped in white milk and dark chocolatey goodness starting at just $19.99 plus shipping and handling. And you can set the delivery date when you order. Or if you want to make sure there are a few spares so you can snag them too, you can double the berries for an additional $10, and they'll throw in 4 giant dipped cookies for free. Plus, they've got other holiday treats too, like snowman brownie pops, cheesecake Christmas trees, and little artisanal chocolate truffles. To get a dozen dipped berries for $19.99 plus shipping, just visit berries.com, click the microphone in the top right corner, and enter code THEKNOW in the search bar there. That will bring up the deal, and you'll have your shopping all sorted out stress-free.